Good afternoon. I hope I'm audible. So, firstly, I want to congratulate Eiffel on this Foundation Day, and I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity and creating this wonderful platform. And yes, so right now, currently, I am teaching Korean at King Sejong Institute. So I will also discuss about this institute in my presentation. And am also taking some courses at Manipur University. And also I'm a Korean language instructor here at Eiffel. So I also want to add that I started my Korean teaching journey with Eiffel, and I will always be grateful to them. And I will share my screen. Wait, can you see my screen? I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'll. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I will dive right into the academic aspect of Korean language. So Sean has earlier shared about the prospects of Korean language in the corporate sector. So if you look at Korean language as Korean language institute, Korean language teaching, I think Korean language is historically was not a major language in India, but for the past few years with this boom of Hallyu with the Korean wave, not only in the Northeast India, but the whole of India and the world as well. So you look at the Oscars, you see the Grammys, Korean bands, Korean movies are everywhere, and so with this sudden increase in popularity, it results in the increase in Korean learners elsewhere and Korean institute as well. So in the case of India as well, you see lots of institutes opening up Korean language courses. So especially in the last few years, you can see this trend. So today I want to explain this the kind of courses you can find in India, Korean language courses, and I will also introduce some scholarships. And these courses are it is an introduction of the where you can study Korean language as well as where you can teach Korean language as well. So the four types of courses I want to introduce is the Korean language major. So I will look at this in detail later. This is in bachelor's, master's, and PhD. And then you have the certificate and diploma course. And then the King Sejong Institute and the middle and high school course. So I will look at these four courses in detail. So the first one is the Korean language major. So right now, you have a Korean language major that is you can study as a BA or master's or PhD course in four universities. So in JNU in New Delhi, you can study Korean from BA till PhD. So it is all, I think, all the only university in Southeast Asia, where you can study Korean till PhD. And then recently, Jamia Millia University in New Delhi and AFLU in Hyderabad and Manipur University, they also recently started the BA course. So in the case of Manipur University, it is an integrated BA MA program. So after the students finish their BA course, then they will also continue with the MA course. So these are the Korean language major course. These are the universities where you can study Korean language major. And in the case of certificate or diploma course, so these are for in the case of certificate course, usually we study these courses for about 6 months, and then diploma course for 1 year, and then after you finish diploma course, you can continue with the advanced diploma course for another 1 year. So these courses are flourishing in different parts of India and different parts of in a lot of universities and institutions as well. So I'm just putting some institutions here, like the DU, and in even in DU, even there are many colleges that are offering Korean language certificate or diploma course, and then FLU, Manipur University, and then Jharkhand University, Jamia, and other universities as well. So apart from this course, you have the King Sejong Institute. So King Sejong Institute is in the language institute that is officially supported, or the official institution of the Korean government. So they have this institute all over the world, and in India they have about these six institutions are already established. So these are the institutions. You have one in New Delhi, that is the Korean Cultural Center, and then one in Imphal that was started in 2019. So apart from these centers, there are online King Sejong courses as well. So, and also sub centers like the King Sejong Institute that I'm teaching right now is in Churchandpur in Rayburn College. So that is like a sub center of the Imphal Center. So there are some sub centers of this King Sejong Institute as well. And right now, with the increase in popularity of Korean language, you can see that like in case of Imphal centers, uh, as soon as they start accepting these applicants, they 100 200 seats are filled out in minutes. So that this is the how popular this King Sejong Institute is in India right now. And apart from that, you can see the recently the new education policy, new education policy in 2020, they included Korean language as the second language. So Korean language will be taught in the middle and high school schools in India. So with that, many schools in India are introducing Korean language in their curriculum in middle and high school. So from around class 6 to class 12. So these are some the names of schools that I collected from. These are from schools in Delhi. So some of the schools here are introducing Korean language as a hobby class or a curriculum class from the middle school. And there are some schools in Manipur as well, like the Mangal Kid School in near here, and also are some schools around Manipur. They already have introduced this Korean language course from the middle school. Yeah, so these four courses, the major course, the certificate and diploma courses, and King Sejong Institute and middle and high school are where you can learn Korean right now, and as a teacher, where you can teach Korean in India right now. So next is we'll move on to the scholarships. So if you want to study in Korea and if you want to apply for a scholarship, then first is the GKS Global Korea Scholarship is the most popular one, I would say. It is also the one that I got. So I got this scholarship to study PhD in Korea, and this is totally sponsored by the government. So you will get plane tickets, and you get a total fee waiver, and you will get a living expense as well. And here there you can go for undergraduate course as well as graduate course, and every year they are um, selecting, I think, more than 1,000 students from all over the world. So for undergraduate courses, I think India has about 20 seats, and oh no, about 8 seats, and for graduate course to about 20 seats for Indians. So this is not only for Korean language, but for biotechnology, science, and other other streams as well. So yeah, those interested in learning Korean further, this is a good scholarship to inquire. And apart from this scholarship, you have the Korea Foundation scholarship. So with this scholarship, you can go for Korean language training and also for field research. So if you are, whether you are a master student or a PhD student, or even after you complete your PhD student, you can apply for this scholarship and then do a fieldwork research. You select a topic and then you go there, and then you submit your report after whether it be a 6 month stay or a 1 month stay. And next is the Academy of Korean Studies. So this one, they have a campus of their own. So a campus, and it is also concentrated more on the humanities side. So you can also learn Korean here, but if you are interested in Korean literature, Korean history, Korean studies, so this is the good place, good campus to apply and study and pursue your graduate studies. And also, this is POSCO scholarship. It is sponsored by the company POSCO, and also a little bit different from the academics is the KNUA. This is the Korea National University of Arts. So here you can look at music, drama, film, dance, etc. So here you can go from an undergraduate course. So one of my friend from GNU, so we used to study together. He got the undergraduate scholarship in film acting. So if you watch the Korean drama Squid Game, he was there in portraying the character Ali. So that we used to study together with him in GNU. So he was a success story with using availing this Korean National University of Arts scholarship, and there are other students from India as well who are in either multimedia or studying Korean traditional music instruments, etc. So this is so not only in academics but in the Korean popular content as well. So you can see your future as if you look at the news, there are sometimes some new Korean K-pop bands introduced with Indian members as well. So the scope is not only not only in academics. So in teaching, so all the Korean courses that I have introduced before are as the number of Korean learners has increased exponentially. So there's a big demand of qualified Korean teachers. So teaching is one aspect that can be looked into as a Korean as a career scope for qualified Korean learners. So whether they can be it can be in a university level, it can be in a school level, it can be in an institution or middle or high school as well. So to train these teachers as well. So in the past couple of years, this Korean language teacher training program is becoming very popular. So these are about 4 or 5 month course, and it is free. And once you complete this course and you get this certificate, then you are eligible to teach in whether it be in a middle or high school or in any institution, in a college, in a university. So these are becoming more common these days. And not this also is happening right now from August to November. This one is focused mostly for the King Sejong Institute. So this was also organized by the Korean government, and it is directly organized by Korea University from Korea. And so Korea is also realizing the need for qualified Korean teachers. So this is happening a lot right now to train more Korean teachers and to to the local Indians who are qualified enough to be able to teach in the King Sejong Institute. And not only this, you can also see some other works like in the Korean Cultural Center in India. They have like event promotion or media people who are assisting the media as well. So these are also interesting and good paying jobs where of course you need Korean at least some level of Korean to be able to work. And yeah, these are the, the topics that I prepared. And yeah, I will try to briefly answer some questions that I got. So the challenges is for in academics. For me personally, I went to Korea after for PhD after completing masters in India. So the gap in the level of Korean teaching, the gap in the materials, it was too really fast. So that was a big a big challenge. It was a huge hurdle for me. And yeah, so in academics wise, I think if you want to read papers or write papers in Korean, read them and write them in Korean, publish them, and that level is, I think, would be the biggest challenge. And yes, also right now in finding work, I think Korean, with the increase in Korean learners in institutions, um, I I would say it is not very difficult to find a teaching job, but then um, to be able to be able to be say to get into a university, to be able to get a assistant professor job and all that is not something which is as we all know, not easy. So that is always a challenge in academics. And yes, and advice for those who love language is I think it is really important to always keep our interests alive. So our interests alive and be able to keep in contact with the language on a daily basis, or at least in I know as much as possible. So especially if we are in an unnatural environment where we are not able to hear or speak about the language in a natural environment, then we need to be able to choose whether it be a book or a movie or a music to be able to get some interaction with the language. So once you then also it is important to to go to the natural environment, to the country of your the whatever language that you're learning, and that is in my personal experience also, that gave me a lot of confidence to use the language. And also once you're in that kind of environment, then you whatever you see the language, you hear the language in your subconscious, also you can observe the language. So yeah, to keep in contact with the language, and then to also stay to visit the particular country, yeah, is important. Yes. Okay, that is all from my presentation, so I will end my presentation here. Thank you.